This video is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com, where you can find cool stuff in stock.
Hello, and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB. Today in the arena, I am excited to bring to you what is sure to be a crowd favorite, because everyone loves a good plow. Yep, it's the return of the Colossal Plow deck, now in combination with the Colossal Plow's favorite plowing partner, the Giant Ox. What are you looking at? This is an Abzan deck, and it is built around, we want to hit people with Colossal Plow, a 2-mana artifact that is a 6/3 uncommon. Whenever it attacks, add white, gain 3 life. Until the end of turn, you don't lose this mana as steps and phases end. Crew 6. You knew there had to be a catch. No plow of this magnitude is free. So the catch is that we have to have 6 power to crew it. What creates 6 power? Well, you could combine a 1 power creature and a 5 power creature. Maybe you've seen these cards before. Actually, Lovestruck Beast does it all on its own by making a 1/1. Then turn 2 you play the plow. Then turn 3 you play the beast, and that's 6 power to crew the plow, and you're off to the plowing races, you could say. Then we also have the ultimate companion, the Giant Ox, which can crew vehicles using toughness rather than power. So once you have a Colossal Plow, and you also have like a Lovestruck Beast, and you also have an Edgewall Innkeeper, you should play another adventure creature because they work well together. So you play the Giant Killer as removal, and then you should probably play Kazandu Mammoth, because if you have a Mammoth or a Beast, then you can play the Great Henge. So you should probably play that, because the Giant Ox isn't any good on its own, but at least if you have a Great Henge, it draws a card. So all that kind of builds itself. It's like, voila, deck. What do we do with that mana? What do we do with that extra mana from the plow? We need some cool things to do with it. How about Starnheim Unleashed, a mythic that hasn't seen a ton of play so far? One thing I want to try is plowing a ton of angels. And Amiria's Call, yet another way to plow kind of everyone's dream, a way to plow 2 angels at once. Just 7 mana, make 2 angels. It's pretty good. Not a bad deal. You'll like it. You know, there are no puns, by the way, in this video. This is all 100% strategic talk for critical thinkers and big brains. Nobody has any fun. That is just the rule. So what's up with the 4 copies of Polukranos Unchained as the only black card? Well, the deck has a certain weakness to a certain deck that I am just done losing to. I will never, ever play another deck that just gets clowned by rogues. From now on, all of the decks I play will have the escape cards or some way of hating out the graveyard to main deck just trounce them. And Polukranos is a good one. The problem with Polukranos against rogues is that it's very expensive. Like 6 mana is a lot to pay. But when you have a Colossal Plow on your side, not only do you often have the mana to bring back Polukranos, you sometimes have the mana to fight with Polukranos right away. What does Polukranos like to eat more than anything else? Crab legs. Nobody was sadder about the closing of the Red Lobsters when the pandemic hit than Polukranos. So Polukranos is hungry and coming out of the graveyard looking for some Rune Crab Legs. And also a cool thing about Polukranos, 6 power. Yes, you can get plowed by a Hydra. Another nice thing about Polukranos, it's actually really hard for many builds of Sultai Ultimatum to kill. Shadow's Verdict doesn't hit it. They usually run a few extinction events that can hit it, but it ignores the Lovestruck Beast and the Edgewall Innkeeper. It also doesn't hit the plow if the plow's not activated. And Heartless Act isn't very good against it. It's okay, but it doesn't kill it. Eliminate doesn't kill it. So a lot of the usual remove this suspects out there in the game actually don't work on Polukranos. That's an important thing to keep in mind, and a good reason why I think you can spam the Hydra right now. If you don't have all of the Mythic Hydra, you can probably find a substitution. Maybe you have an Elspeth lying around who needs a job, or some other large creature that you would like to use with the plow. Maybe a Battle Mammoth. Maybe you accidentally crafted those after my last video. Oops. Anyway, Same thing goes with Starnheim Unleashed. I mainly just wanted to play this card because I haven't played enough of the Foretell Mythics. So if you want to play something else in this spot, Legion Angel's a pretty darn good one when combined with the Great Henge. So that's something that could go in the spot for sure. And then over here in the mana base, we have one Fabled Passage. I wish I could play more, but we don't have that many basics because we're running all the pathways and the triomes to make the Black Splash really easy and pretty much free. And we also have mostly untapped lands because the triomes are the only serious tap land here. Everything else can contribute to a perfect curve out. I think you're going to like this deck. It's a lot of fun. I've already played the games. There was some nail biters, and very few opponents got out of there without getting plowed. So this isn't just a, haha, I put plow in a deck and then I won every game with Lovestruck Beast. Actually, like plow and Pelucranos, those two come together, you know? Those two team up. It's good stuff. This video is dedicated to Track the Daily Gaming, who hit the join button below and became a member of the Cool Kids Club. When you become a member, you get early access to my deck lists, you get early access to some of my projects, some members-only videos, and you get the opportunity, the chance, if you are selected at random, for me to buy a cosmetic and dedicate a video to you. And that's what's going on right here. We have 95% off of Fatal Push. I can't turn that down. So this one's for Track the Daily Gaming. And I don't say this enough since I plug it every single day now. Like every video has a dedication, so you know you're hearing the plug a lot. Only support the channel monetarily if you can afford to. Take care of home, take care of the family. If you got a few bucks in the bank account at the end of every month, save those up. Make sure you have enough money if something bad were to happen to you, like losing a job. And then if you've got some money on top of that, if you're contemplating a few nice things you can pick up here and there, consider joining and becoming a member of the Cool Kids Club to support the channel as I continue the streak of now over 780 days of making a daily, at least one daily MTG YouTube video for you. So thank you very much for the support. And for those who can't afford it, you are still cool. Trust me, watching the content supports the content. So any of you who watch my videos to the end, that makes a huge difference in my life in more ways than you know. Thank you very much. Now let's dive in. Let the plowing begin. Covert go first. Covert go. Nope. Mana's okay though. White, green, black. And we get to go Innkeeper, Plow, and then Lovestruck Beast, I hope, for the perfect draw. So the white there does mean I can play this on green, so I'm ready for a Mammoth if I draw one. That's nice. Opponent with a curve, but not willing to trade with the Innkeeper. It's kind of bizarre. And Bronze-Eyed Lion. Who plays that? It's not an adventure card. So we've drawn 2 straight lands. We just need some kind of a 3-drop, which we have a million of in our deck. We missed it, though, the last 2 draw steps in a row. Can we get one this time? All right, it's Lion Central in here. By the way, powering up the Plow doesn't look great in the face of these lions that can be indestructible. We've got a cats and dogs pile coming at us, and they're not taking prisoners. Awesome. Just awesome. Uh-huh. Seems good. With Indestructible ready to go. Taking 8 here. No blocks. We do get to Plow, though. And if there's something I know, it's how good a good Plow can feel. We need that life just to stay alive, after all. And now we get to play the Ox, actually. The Ox is a big draw. We get to play the Ox off the Plow mana, which can crew the other Plow as a blocker. That's huge. That's as big as a Plow itself. Got him. The ox plow combo. On ladder. Inconstructed. What have I become? I've given up, haven't I? Yeah. Yeah, this has to be like the end of CGB. There's no more after this. Double Sky Mall. Seems good. Seems special. Just wait till you get double plowed, though. I got you. I got you. Oh, we're holding back? We're afraid of the plow? Okay. All right. Can we draw some creatures? We can. We can, and we did. All right. So Polukranos can fight something if the savior, like, tries to do anything. We have to run a plow literally to its death. But we make a ton of mana, and then we play the henge. Seems fine. They're not going to block this, right? If they block it with Savior and Savior dies, we're happy. Okay. A true coward. So we have to fight on our turn. Okay, opponent makes that indestructible, so we're fighting this. Ha, take one. Next to main. Please. Okay. Here comes the henge. Here comes an innkeeper. That is a giant killer. This is already indestructible. But we can kill this one and hold up activation of Polukranos. The problem with that is they untap, and then they can just tap mana to make it indestructible. But I guess we'd still rather use the killer. Nice, nice, nice. So forget using the Polukranos. They'll just make it indestructible. It's indestructible now because of the dog. It'll be indestructible next turn because they can pay for it. We'll just go wide. Nothing like a good wide oxing and plowing. And all right, we're doing this. Deck popping off on the Bronze Hide, Skymall, Kitty, Cats, Dogs, whatever the heck I'm playing against. Glass Casket. Okay. You want the Ox? I think taking the Ox is strictly correct. For the flavor. Opponent says, go. Another Innkeeper. Crew off the Ox, never. Never. Go ahead, sack your savior. Sack your savior. Do it. Choppy chop. Where's your squad? That's right. That's right. You getting plowed today. Rain on the scarecrow, blood on the plow. Rain on the scarecrow, blood on the plow. We're up against Massive. Massive understands. Massive knows what the plow is all about. Massive plays Yorion. Massive has a gigantic deck. Let's go. Combo assembled. Is there any... I can play double Ox here, right? But I can't play the Henge because I can't turn this green. Man, if they kill my Ox, though, with, like, a sorcery speed removal, we're so happy. Angels love a good plow. I mean, I know that you're trying. I know you're trying to find an appropriate emote. That you failed. Mine, you failed. Well, gonna have a hard time killing both. Scry to the top. There's a thirst, okay. I'm glad I played both now. I was wondering if that was a misplay to put both on the field like that. But there you go. The opponent with a Blood Chief's Thirst. Oh, you're in trouble. You're in big trouble. Big frickin' trouble. Let's see if we draw an Innkeeper, I guess. Do I save my land drop for next turn? I guess so. Oh, baby. Oh, this is... It's kind of glorious. Our opponent has a Blood Chief's Thirst and Mazemind Tome, but they are down to 8, facing Henge, Plow, and 3 creatures. Like, what are you gonna do? We're gonna cast a Fae of Wishes. Keep in mind, they've been scrying to the top, like at least once. All right, you dead. You're just, you're donezo. How best to destroy you? Where are you going? All right, I was going to play the Polukranos. I guess it doesn't matter anymore. Who's next? Who takes the next plowing on the draw? Is that too slow? It's potentially a Henge hand. If we draw, I mean, it's got 2 uncastables, but if we draw Black Source, they are castable. It has 0 plows. Let's go for better and faster. This has a plow and a Polukranos and black mana and a Henge. I don't know whether or not, though, to keep. I don't know what to keep. Am I supposed to keep this Henge? It's like usually my best card, but on the draw, the adventure might be crucial. That's pretty tough. I don't like it. I don't like my decision. Okay, I like it better. Because the other card I would put back is the Giant Killer, and now that looks like a pretty good idea to keep it. Also tempting to hold this and try to cast it with Plow, but that usually doesn't work out. Oh man, we are in trouble. To the Plow. We are so slow. Do it now. Opponent could have a henge. We are so slow, though. We can start thinking about turning the game around. We're getting there. This card is so bad against Brazen Borrower, though. And the opponent's hand looks just fine. I mean, look at this. Are you kidding me? Send the plow. See if they want to trade a giant with it. They do. Okay. Well, if they have Dragon and Brazen Borrower, we have no chance. Like, just no chance, right? I mean, my God, what a perfect curve. What a perfect curve. All right, let's test for stick. All right, did not hold priority. Well, that's something. But they've got the Epiphany, probably. Don't think it's a Saw It Coming. Reeks of being Epiphany. But we've got the Giant Killer, so we don't take too much damage here. So let's see what happens in the next phase. Oh, that's the best thing I've seen all game. That's the best thing I've seen all game. Imagine if they'd held the Stomp on the Bone Crusher Giant. Well, that's not good. Never mind. They just drew another dragon off the top. I think. Alright, so fight the Innkeeper, tap the dragon, that's 5 mana. I think we take the hit because next turn we can block and then eat a bird instead, which is better for us. But we're also potentially playing a 4/4 to give this 2 4/4s to make this indestructible. If they have another Epiphany, we just die. They don't. Okay. It's a game. But what kind of game is it? If they have a Saw It Coming, it's just over. It doesn't have to be that way if we just make one angel here. But we're so much better off in the long game. Still, what are these cards? They could be lands. I'm gonna take it one at a time here. Okay, that resolved. Nice. No attacks. Nice. Now there's a stick. Oh, don't tell me. You drew that. You drew that. Okay. 4 cards in the graveyard. We need 6 for Pelucranos to come back. Opponent drew Alrund's Epiphany. That's a nice sequence of top decks. That is a nice sequence of top decks. Maybe not. It's a weird attack if... I don't know. They are a reckless one, aren't they? They throw it all out there. Oh, come on now. 1 to the top, must be nice. If they had that, why didn't they do it before blocks in case they hit Brazen Borrower? I don't know. Maybe they're just casting their spells at random. I've got to stop trying to predict. All right, Giant Killer. Get this on the field. We're gonna fight a bird because we're at 3 and we're about to die. We have 5 in the graveyard, so 1 more in the graveyard and we're sitting pretty. These mammoths, I don't know if I'm ever gonna play them, and I'm trying to think of why I wouldn't. I guess if I'm bringing this back, I need the mana to do it, so we'll play 1 of them. And I still need 1 more thing to die, but I'm assuming they'll kill this. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Covert, go first. Covert, go first. Covert, go first. Nope. But we've got Lovestruck Beast, Plow, and then Beast and attack with Plow, which is... it's a combo. Might not Inkeep. We'll see. Pelucanos is a good draw, I think. Our opponent is cycling? Great. How do you think the Plow does against cycling? I have no idea. Okay. Let's do the thing. Yes. This is what you came. This is what we came for. Okay, let's go. Ironcrag Pyromancer is a big. It's a wet blanket. Is what that is. If they have it. Well, I know who I hate. Anyone who would cancel such a good plowing. Innkeeper and draw the card, or just get the beast down. I think it's just play the beast. Be aggressive. Put pressure on the deck. Anybody who would shred a good plowing is no friend of mine. Yeah, they're a little bit mana screwed, aren't they? Let's see if they want to block with the 1/1. Or want to block the 1/1. Probably not. I'm sure they'd love to make some chump blockers. Roar! Hydra time. Think they're in trouble. That's the sense I have. Think they're in pretty big trouble. We had a nice 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, really nice. Let's see if we can top it off with some amazing 5. So I'm thinking that my Pelucanos might fight their 2 1/1s so that they have to block with Rescuer. Just trap them into that block. But they are in the tank. Cycling decks that think about casting their spells. What nonsense. Oh, okay. All right then. Yep. Can still fight 2 more 1/1s next turn, which is a big reason why I like this line. All right, you're at 6. What you gonna do? Okay. Two 1/1s. Pelucranos bait. Snap, snap. Snap, snap. Pelucranos. Eater of worlds, man. That won't make the fairies because they're short a mana to cycle something else. It's only the first card they drew on my turn, not the second. That's game. On the play, on the play. Cover go first. Yes! Against rogues. Do I really have two Pelucranos in my opener against rogues? I do. Oh, how bad is this? It's also an absurdly slow hand with a dozen tap lands. We got a mole. This is better. This is better. We have to go tap land, innkeeper, Zondu Mammoth Henge to have a to do our thing. And don't worry, they'll mill a Pelucranos, so getting rid of a Pelucranos is just a plan for the future. Mm-hmm. See if they kill that. They usually go right for it. It would be nice to play this and draw a card, but I don't foresee that really working out. Thank you for taking that off the top of my library. Don't think I wanted another one. Like I said, they go right for it, so that's good. See if they still have what it takes to destroy a mammoth. There's two cards in the graveyard. It goes to 3 with the Wind Robber, so Drown in the Loch will do it. Well, now they're... Oh yeah, they're doing just fine. But the... Oh... But the question will be, do they let me untap here? Because they can't counter the Henge unless they have a negate. They could kill it right now with the trigger on the stack, but they don't. Well... Resolves. Five coming at you. If you want Thieves Guild me, that's okay. I will take trades while I have a Henge. It's important to note now that we have that many cards in the graveyard, that priority will hold for Wind Robber. So it doesn't mean they have something for 1 blue anymore. The little Wind Robber that could. Trying to mill me into the ground. How about that Pelucranos? Can you mill that Pelucranos now? Second Wind Robber. Giant Ox. All right. Let's draw some cards. So we have to watch out for Thieves Guild and... No, Soaring Thought Thief is the name of the card. We can also go for Emiria's Call. I think the opponent has to counter that. They did miss a land drop, so if they use their mana here to counter an Emiria's Call, they're not making too much progress. And it is mostly a land to me that I have the mana to play right now. Wait a minute, I don't have the mana to play it. What am I talking about? I only have 6. Okay. Let's go for the Ox, because they're going to laugh at that. They'll let that resolve. Let's go for the Plow, because it's funny. Do you have the guts to counter a Colossal Plow? That's what I thought. Of course you don't. You're rogues. You haven't had guts in your life. Soaring Thought Thief. Oh, another Enforcer? Okay. How about my Polukranos now? Nope. Still no Polukranos. One is on the bottom. We had to do it. But we'll get there. Eventually the Hydra is going to come back and tear him apart. Oh, you coward. You're just going to brick wall the plow? What a wimp. Oh, we trying to draw. Okay. Are you still missing that land? You are. Okay, this is all spells. Well, we know they have a drown in the lock. So let's put pressure on them. I think if I attack with the Innkeeper, it's like an offer they can't refuse, and I'll get to resolve my Amiria's Call. So if they have a way to like ambush block this, they will. So let's make them do it. Okay, they're sitting. All right, what do you guys think? Do we hold the Amiria's Call for next turn when they really want to cast into the story? I think we do. I think that's the play. Because we are not guaranteed to draw another land, or to draw a spell. Okay, it's like their 5th Thieves Guild Enforcer. What do you know? All right. All right, 30 cards to go. But now we got a Polukranos. Start chonking this graveyard. What you gonna do? Not surprised. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We don't have enough mana to attack with the plow, tap their Enforcer, and cast the call. So we gotta do this battle next turn, but that's okay. Because we have Polukranos just coming back turn after turn now. They're still at 20. Like, we're probably getting milled. I'm gonna wonder if I should have forced the call that turn for quite a while, I think. This should be an interesting turn, though. Well, 10 cards in the graveyard. Resolves. Yeah, I think they're committed to into the story now. Okay, they might also have an Enforcer, so we have to be ready for that. And I guess that puts me in an awkward spot, but we have to be aggressive. If we're not being aggressive, what are we doing? Let's see, this makes 3, so we can fight and tap something. And we're going to have to, right? I guess that's what we want to do most this turn anyway. This one's really risky, though, because if they just put 1 block on it, it dies. So we tap there. Yeah, I definitely should have tried to resolve this Amiria's call. Like, we're really feeling the results of that. Okay. $15 cards. We're gonna die. Should have, yeah. Gotta force things. I know it's scary when it's your last spell and then you have to rely on the top of your deck, but we should have known Polukranos was eventually gonna get there. My faith was shaken. $12. They just have 3 mana open. We have a 10/10 and a 6. Can we plow the road? That's what we should say. Can we plow the road? All right, they're tapping for the Wind Robber. Resolve all. 8 cards. We should try to avoid drawing if we can. So how many Enforcers have you played? All of them, of course. All right. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14. 6. Fight. Well, we kind of want to attack with this, don't we? But I think we need another turn no matter what. So I think it's like this. All right, it's on them to mill me now. 7 cards should be easy for them, right? But they can't attack, so they can't get any triggers off a Thieves Guild Enforcer. So they have to do it with crab, for a Soaring Thought Thief. So they have to do it with a crab. Actually, that's not easy. They need 2 crabs and a Fable Passage. There's a crab. Into the story, they need a crab Fable Passage. Not quite it. It's looking good. We have to be careful not to draw cards by accident. Let's see. I think the best thing to do is just tap this. Let's see. This draws 1 card. I guess we go for it. Let's see, if they kill this in response, we can still, or let's see, we're just tapping it. We're just tapping it. So, Ox. Yeah. Can we plow the road? All right, let's act the plow, okay? That works. You're still dead? Oh my gosh, that was so close. Still should have played that Amir's Call a lot sooner. You saw it rot in my hand the rest of the game. It was a scary play to make, but I should have done it. I think I would have won easier, taking the drown and the lock out of their hand, but what a game. And we are back for the post-game wrap, and there's nothing I like more after a colossal plowing than to serenade those who experienced the plow. So, if you'll indulge me. There's always gonna be another harvest. I'm always gonna have to sow those seeds. I'm gonna need that 3 white mana. Gonna attack with that 6/3. It ain't about the rank I'm taking. We're gonna make it back to Mythic somehow. With the plow. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and consider becoming a Cool Kids Club member and supporting the channel if you can afford it. And if you cannot, that's okay. Watching the video does support the content. Leave me a comment in the description. Let me know if you stay till the end. And go ahead, judge my singing. I can take it, because I know you liked it. You're cool.